Hi kids, good evening. Today we'll see about the statement and its proof, that is the electrostatic force between the two point charges in a medium other than the vacuum or air is always less than that in vacuum or air. What it is mean? The force which is acting between the two charges in air or vacuum is always greater than the force which the two charges experiences other than the vacuum or air. Other medium is lesser than that of the vacuum or air. This is what the statement means, and we'll see how it is. We know very well the permittivity, that is for air or vacuum, the epsilon or relative permittivity is equivalent to 1, and for other medium the epsilon r value is greater than 1 always. Very important. Never it will come less than 0 for any medium. For air or vacuum it is equivalent to 1, and for other medium it is always greater than 1. Then the electrostatic force between the two charges is given by Fe is equivalent to 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q1 Q2 divided by r square, where Q1 and Q2 are the two charges and r is the distance between the two. This we saw in the last video itself. So 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q1 Q2 divided by r square. Here K is known as the proportionality constant, which is equivalent to 1 by 4 pi epsilon. And this epsilon is given by epsilon naught into epsilon r. What it means? The electrostatic force between the two charges is given by Coulomb's force or electrostatic force, which is nothing but Fe is equivalent to 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q1 Q2 divided by r square, where K is equivalent to 1 by 4 pi epsilon, and that epsilon is equivalent to epsilon naught into epsilon r. Q1 and Q2 are the two charges and r is the distance between the two charges. And we know for air or vacuum the epsilon r is equivalent to 1. When epsilon r is equivalent to 1, then epsilon become equivalent to epsilon naught. Then K air is equivalent to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, because epsilon r is equivalent to 1. What happens to the other medium? Epsilon r is greater than 1. We know epsilon is equivalent to epsilon naught into epsilon r, because here it is multiplied by 1. So epsilon is equivalent to epsilon naught. Here epsilon r is greater than 1. So epsilon is equivalent to epsilon naught into epsilon r. So what happens to the K value in other medium? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into epsilon r. So when K air is greater than K other medium, the K air is greater than K other medium as epsilon r is greater than 1. When we are dividing the value which is greater than 1, we are dividing inversely proportional. So this K other medium is lesser than the K air, and the Fe electrostatic force in air is greater than F other medium, because F is directly proportional to K. So what we can say, the statement, come to the statement, the F in other medium other than vacuum is always less than that in the air, which is nothing but F other medium is lesser than F air. Hence proved. Thank you.